Greetings to all you maniacs and minds running grinds. Welcome back to another Warframe's Ins and Outs. Today we're going to be talking about Gara. Why are we talking about Gara when Titania Prime is right around the corner? Well, here's the thing. I like Titania. I think she's a fun enough frame, but to be honest, I really only use her 4 and her 2, so there really won't be much point of me talking about everything about Titania when I know Gara better and I like Gara better. So, Gara, you get this chick on the plains of Eidolon, and you get her blueprint via quest. And to build her, you need plains of Eidolon junk. So good luck with that, newbies. Tusk Thumpers can provide that, but good luck killing them when you're low MR and don't really have a way to do that. My tip: grab a sniper rifle, any sniper rifle, put radiation on it, and just go crazy with a squad, and you should be able to hunt them. Anyway, Gara's passive. Okay, let's go over her passive and abilities really quick. So, her passive. Chance to do a radial blind lasting 10 seconds when exposed to bright light. What the hell does all this mean? Well, think of Excalibur's 2. It's that, but better because it doesn't require energy and it's actually on a frame that's good. So there's that. Excalibur is probably one of the worst frames in the game. Anyway. Now, it's only a chance when exposed to bright light. So you're not going to see it all the time. And honestly, I don't see it too often. But it does happen. And enemies will be susceptible to finishers. So there is that. And I think they also take finisher damage. Anyway. So first ability is Shattered Lash. So simply put, if you just press 1, you get puncture damage. And it goes off your melee mod, so you can stat stick it. I don't really understand how to because I never have bothered to. But if you hold, you get a sweep. Now, the sweep will do slash damage. And I know the fact that it can do good amounts of damage. If you do this with a good stat stick and the right mod setup and just how to just build her for that, you can cut down quite a lot of enemies pretty quick just by doing that. And then the puncture damage is puncture damage, and puncture damage does good damage against armor. So there's that. Now we shall move on to her 2, which is her bread and butter. So, you do this, 90% damage reduction. Cool, but here's the thing. Let me actually put on my cat here. Now he has 90% damage reduction, and I have 90% damage reduction. Yeah. You can put this on ally pets, allies, defense targets, anything that has a health bar. I'm not even fucking kidding. If you put this on enemies, they take more damage and will take damage by the glass and also be susceptible to more damage, and that's very, very, very cool. So this is why Gara is used most. So she has a synergy with her 4 as well. So if you press your 4, anywhere energy. So if you press 4, you'll expand out this. Now this glass wall right here will not only reset your 2 around anything that comes in contact with the glass ring that is expanding, but if enemies get caught, they'll be turned into glass, will be covered in glass, and will add armor and health to the glass wall around you. So if you trap a few level 150 bombards in this, it's never breaking. So you go outside of the glass and you just break it. Boom, my damage per second went up. So my damage per second now is near 2,000. What the hell does that mean? So every single glass shard around me per second will be doing 2,000 damage, essentially. And it applies to your pets and allies and defense targets too that go outside of the ring and you break it. And you can do this forever. You can do this as much as you want. My record is about 5 million doing a long survival run. And at that point, anything that touches you dies. Anything. I'm not even kidding. The level 150, 160s I saw got destroyed. And this was before armor was nerfed. So, yeah, you do this forever. And also, this explosion here will do heat damage. So if you build the Gara right and you're at the right level, you can actually nuke with Gara. So she's very, very versatile. Why did I skip her 3? Well, her 3 is, this will cause enemies to shoot at these and they'll be distracted. It's not the most useful thing ever, but it is a thing you can use. I personally don't really see a point in it. I kind of wish it was something else. Maybe like a glass shotgun or something. Give her another offensive tool, but I don't know. It can be nice, especially in very chaotic game modes like arbitrations and things like that. So, just do that to get rid of all the glass. Anyway, let's go over my build. So this is a one forma setup. I don't exactly remember where I put the forma because it's been a very long time since I formed Gara. So I don't have adaptation here. Why? It's not needed because Gara touch enemy explodes, and yeah, the adaptation is wasted. So basically what you want to build for is duration. She wants duration. You also want a better range to make sure that your glass shards have enough range to surround you more comfortably and also be able to touch the enemies easier. Now, you could put in another forma and put in prime flow if you want. You could also say, oh, if you get rid of, like, I don't know, auger reach, and you can live with a little bit less range, then you can put in adaptation. But keep in mind, her 2 is 90% damage reduction. So, and with this build, all damage is 1.45 times stronger, and it lasts for 50 seconds. So that's quite a lot of time. But of course, I could max out Prime Continuity and put another form into her, but the problem with doing that, since I have Prime Continuity on a lot of my frames, and it's maxed out, I would have to forma basically almost every single frame I have, and that's not happening. I'm not going through that because some of them will not be fun to forma. Anyway, so what about an Umbral build on her? You could if you want to, but honestly, I don't think it would make much of a difference. Now, this is the point where I would show her off, but she is definitely not good in the Simulacrum at all. She wants to be in an actual real-world mission. So, I guess I should run a real-world mission, shouldn't I? Just a quick one, just to show off how you should be playing her. It's just a suggestion. You can play her however you want. She is very, very versatile. Why do I have Stand United here? Why the fuck not? You could also just say, Rejuvenation would be good on her. Physique would be good on her. Cursor Protection would be good on her. Yeah, that's a thing you can do. Rejuvenation, I would say, would be very, very good. Also, over Stand United, but whatever. I have it. Why not use it? So, yeah, I guess I'm going to have to go and do a real-world mission in public to show you that you can put her. I'm not even going to do public, actually. I'm just going to do a mobile defense. I'll be right back while I set that up. Okay, so this is a T4 Fisher, Axie Fisher against Infestation mobile defense. Why am I doing this? It was the only one I saw, and I'm not going to just go into the void. So I'm just going to do some gameplay here. So the first thing you want to do is definitely you want to activate your 2. Your 2 is the thing that you want to keep on the most. Also, yes, it will break containers and things because it does do damage. Yeah, you can do this. So that defense target has 90% damage reduction right now. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding when Gara is insane. So I can basically just stand near these guys and they're gonna die. They get touched. They get near this thing, they start taking damage. And yeah, that nukes. I'm gonna try and glass some enemies. But I gotta let my energy come back. So you definitely want to build a little bit more efficiency than I do on Gara. I just don't have the space for it. And I don't want to, I'll show you the glassing. So enemies will shatter. They'll turn into sculptures, yeah. And you just stand by them and break them. And yes, that does count towards Necros. Necros likes Gara. He likes her. because she makes more body parts for him. And y'all know how Necros likes body parts. Don't judge Necros. Don't judge the man. Actually judge him, because he's a freak. Anyway, yeah, more energy is needed. I really should have just brought some energy pieces instead of using Zenorix. This is taking forever. So, yeah. And that has 90% damage reduction, like I said, so I'm just gonna... I don't even really care about the Void Fisher, to be honest. There's nothing that's unvaulted that I'm super interested in. I mean, when the Corinth Prime comes out, you know I'm going after that, because I love me some shotguns. That thing's going to be insane. Oh, my 2 is almost over. There we go. Now I got it back. And then I can just... If you... breaking the Mass Vitrify does not matter what mode with the one you use. It will still do the heat damage. So, it won't set enemies on fire, but it does do heat damage. So, enemies like the Infestation that are weak to heat will take damage. Will take a lot of damage. Also, it doesn't, since it doesn't really heat proc, I don't think it removes armor. So I'm just gonna put it on that, and then if I can target whatever. See, I can put it on enemy, and they start taking damage, and they take more damage from all sources. So that's insane. Gara's a fantastic frame. If you don't know in the loop, I'm already up to 10k. Do I have infinite Dubbas? I do. Hell yeah, baby. Infinite Dubbas. And yeah, I can do this. There's no... Okay, so there's no way to track your companion or your teammates' damage per second. But if you assume... Okay, I did that once on that, so that's probably got around 2,000 per tick. Now it has about 3,000 per tick, and then yeah, I glassed those dudes. And since those were ancients, that thing would have stayed there for a while. So yeah. And by the way, if enemies grab you, well, they're dead. So, I'm also using probably the most overpowered Zal in existence. My fucking Chaos Blade. I might do another video on it because I believe I've probably made one of the most nasty Zaws you probably could. Probably one of the best katanas in the game. Anyway. We're just moseying on through this. This is super duper easy. Because, I mean, well, this game is easy. Especially when you're someone like Gara. I mean, Vauban's the exact same way when it comes to Void Fishers and mobile defense. He just absolutely freaking obliterates it. And yeah, you see right there that she was blinded. She's still blinded. Yep, see finishers. Yep. And break it. Does that have it? Yep, it does. Okay. And yeah, it turns them into sculptures. You break them, and they shatter. Not all enemies shatter, mind you, but most will. Oh, nullifiers. Watch out for them. As you probably know, they will break your shit. They will break all your glass. They'll get rid of your 2. That's why I say Gara is not the best when it comes to disruption, because she constantly gets her 2 broken. Well, disabled, but you know, it's whatever. I love the double stubbers, man. They're so good. I have not upgraded their heat damage, by the way. I've kept them at like low percent. They get, yeah, they say they get near me and then they get obliterated. Get out of here, you freaking nullifier bitch. Gotta kill the ancient. Yeah, 90% damage reduction is definitely quite a lot. The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete. So yeah, 22k damage just in that short mission. How long was that? 5 minutes? And I wasn't even really trying. Yeah, she builds up her her damage pretty fast, I would say. Pretty damn fast. So, let me actually see if there's a sculpture in here, because sometimes there is. Treat? Little treat? No? Fine. Fuck you. So yeah. What did I get? Probably nothing. Oh, Piranha Prime Barrel. Okay. I already have that, but fine. Piranha Prime is absolutely fantastic, by the way. Go for it. It's great. Or maybe it's faulted and you can't. Level reward was that? I would actually have to check. I'll know in post. So yeah, that's That's Gara. She is just, as you see, she's just kind of easy mode. I will say that even though she is very, you know, easy to get, I would say new players can theoretically get her pretty quickly, and I would recommend her. But keep in mind that she's not going to reach her full potential unless you have mods like I do, like the primed. Not really. You don't need primed continuity. Damn it. Like narrow-minded, just duration mods in general. If you don't have those kind of mods, she's still going to be good, but she wants duration and efficiency. And as a new player, you're not gonna really have that. I remember really going kind of hard for Streamline because like, oh, efficiency, that sounds awesome. I need that on my frames, but the frames I used, I really didn't need efficiency. Nezha doesn't need efficiency. Oberon kind of does, but kind of doesn't. Yeah. So her components, if I remember right, aren't. Well, first off, you have to do Cetus bounties to get her parts. And I don't exactly remember what you need to build her. Let me see if I actually have. I might, because I do Cetus bounties often. Okay, so I do have 2. So you can kind of see what you need, and these parts aren't. You got to do some mining for some of these, but yeah, that's just. At least it's not like what Goss needs, Jesus. So, anyway. At least you don't need niacin extract. Volbin Prime needs 20 niacin extract. Fuck you. I got him, but fuck you. So, that's Gara. I love her. She is fantastic. She's a little weird, but I think she's fantastic. I think I made her look fantastic. This plum crazy purple I think looks very, very good. I know. Stop yelling at me. I don't have the Tenogen. I know this Tenogen looks fucking awesome. And it fits very well with the katana, by the way, because it's very samurai looking. But I don't know. Maybe she'll get a really cool deluxe skin soon, and I will definitely try and get that. So, yeah, Gara. What a beast. What a beast of a frame. She is super tanky, very easy to play and build. I don't find her boring. I find her actually pretty fun. She is just an overall good frame. 90% damage reduction on everything, people. Gara's Splinter Storm. I put that shit on everything. So if you have a teammate that is playing a frame that really can't take a hit, like someone like Nyx or Vauban, then Gara is definitely a very good friend because it's just 90% damage reduction. It's not restricted. How many times do I have to say that? 90% damage reduction on anything with a health bar, unless it's an enemy, then they take more damage. No restrictions, no minus to the duration of the ability from your duration. For me, it's 53 seconds of 90% damage reduction to anything I want. Her 4 instantly locks down an area. Enemies cannot pass through it unless they're nullifiers or arbitration drones or enemies possessed by arbitration drones. But arbitrations aren't that big of a problem for her too much. I will say still be careful, but whatever. Ranting aside, I know this is kind of weird that I did a mission, but I just had to with Gara. Other frames I can show in the simulacrum a little bit better, but Gara, not really. So, let me know what you think of Gara. Any Gara mains out there, let me hear you, because I know there's a lot of you. And it's easy to see why. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, in Drillby, we trust.